Hello and welcome to my review of my March trades, um, 2015. You can see, as usual, the trade record on the left hand side of the screen and the chart on the right hand side of the screen. Worked out to be a good month, but it's a classic example of some bad trading in this. You can see how well it worked out, but talk about being lucky. I did get lucky. I held some trades for a long time when I shouldn't have done, but lesson learned. But I was up at the time as well, and it was a calculated reward. But I've just been going through the charts before starting the video, and I thought, nah, it's going to be a bad example to show, but it shows you that no one's impervious to making mistakes. We all do, and lessons to learn from them. The problem is, the people that don't learn from them, it's like me, I get convinced or convicted. I should be convicted sometimes, probably, that my trade's in the right direction. I'm up for the month, so I hold and hold and hold, and eventually it comes and bites me up the backside, shall we say, the polite version. But never mind. So let's quickly, not necessarily quickly, let's go through the trades. Again, these trades are all called on Twitter in public feed. You can go and check them yourself. When I don't call an exit on Twitter, I always call my entries, because I'm away or whatever reason. I always put a note in this chat, in this summary box in here anyway. So, but at the end of the day, the whole exercise is to learn to trade for yourself. So it's a learning exercise, not a get-rich-quick follow scheme. They really don't work. Okay, let's moving on. I'm not going to go too much depth in every trade. Just reasons for entry and reasons for exit, really. I was sort of convinced overall we'll end up for the month, which is not necessarily a good idea, but so I was looking for longs overall, but you can see I took quite a few shorts. But overall, I was looking for up, and we're currently on 21st of the 4th as I'm doing this video. We're at 7:50, give or take, which will be interesting at 8 o'clock. So I might pause this video and go do some live trades on another video, and then come back to this one. So I've got, well, hopefully it won't take that long. But anyway, so on the 2nd, we get this must be the 2nd, it says, yeah. So 8 o'clock we get this rise up. Just going to close this. Oh no, it's not to close the chart more. I've had problems with these charts recently. Sometimes they reset the dates and it's a pain when you're doing these retrospectively, but anyway. So we go up, didn't get in on the way up, and we chop. It's a 15-minute chart, so you can work it out. There's nearly 2 hours of chop there, so, and I've taken. No, actually, sorry, I correct myself. I've actually bought myself in on the way up. So I ended at 42, 65, 74, then stopped at 74. And 74 had been in this chop here, thinking, well, it started chopping now, so it's more likely to play out. And as it's come back down again, I've actually held. Got out too early in the 30 regions, 33, 38, 32, and 69.30 long would have been a later trade. It would have been, it says 69.30, 46. It would have been in this chop down here, somewhere in this chopping down here. Lowest is, yeah, 29. So that was quite a good day. A very not the best day of trading. I had to hold some loss up here, but it worked out in the end. Classic opening reversal, long, big style really, or morning reversal. For those that subscribe to the price will come back to the 8 o'clock opening position. I don't subscribe to that. Actually, these were taken pre-open. These were 7 to 8, but anyway, that's an 8 o'clock candle. Yeah, so price will return to this level here. Of course, it will eventually. Well, until it doesn't. But there's a big theory that price will always return to where it started from if you get a decent move at 8 o'clock. Which, if you study the charts, we'll see that it doesn't. I don't know the percentage, but I'm not convinced it works as much as it doesn't, to be honest. But anyway. On that one, that worked out quite nice. Then we're going to chop. The reason why we're going to chop is people have made money up here. No one wants to buy up here, so people take the profits. People see that no one's buying, so they start selling, and then everyone makes the money, and then we're going to this chop state down here, basically the rest of the day. And that was it. That's why I didn't take any more trades. I just shut down and be done for the day. Plus 94, very nice, and no heartache, a little bit of pain on the way up. So I'm moving to the third. It does take a little bit to get these charts in the right position, so just bear with me. Third, we have this, like a mini me. We have the same again. So short 69.55. So I didn't buy this. This is 6 o'clock candle. Sorry, 7 o'clock candle. I didn't buy this. I sat and waited. So, you know, I'm well up for the month, so I'm not going to give it all back today. You'll see later on. I give some back, quite a bit back, but anyway. And just sit here and wait. 69, it's at 2 at 69.55. See price stalling up here. Bought back down here. Sorry, sold it back down here, and then got out down at 33s, down in this area down here. And then for some bizarre reason I decided to go long. I was having a look there to see why I held it, but I only made money on it, sorry, but I held it to the 5th. So that would have been a smaller position based on the fact that overall we're going up, and I think there's more chance up and down, and I'm well up for the day. So moving to the 4th. Let's look at what happened on the 4th. Another decent day. Wish they were all like this, but they're not, as you will see. So what do we do on the 4th? We were buying it back 68.92. So I had to hold some pain on the 4th. So long. So yeah, we started off at 92. So we bought it probably in this mess up here. Yeah, 8.30 probably got in on the open. It's gone against me, and I bought in at 80, and then down at 70 down here, and started to chop. Again, we don't always do anything, but we mostly get a move chop. And obviously, with if the move's against the overall trend, then the chop is a good sign to get in. But I love chops, because eventually it's going to break out one way or the other. So you can, if it goes against you, you can get out quickly. If it goes with you, you're more likely to get a good move. And again, use 15 or 5 minute, or a 3 or 10. No, really great. You won't see the chop on an hour, because sometimes the chop's only an hour. So you see the candle go up and down, up and down, up and down, which obviously is the same thing, but on the graphic, it's a lot more obvious to me when you see this. No, come down. No one wants to, no one wants to go anywhere. No one wants to go anywhere. No one wants to go anywhere. No one wants to go. Hey, we're off up. Right, let's go up. Obviously, I'd come back down a bit, but then we got into the end. So that was it for the 4th. Sorry, I'm losing where I am. So a nice 85, 3 small trades, well not small trades, but decent safe trades. Obviously we're all like that. Days as easy as that, sorry. So moving to the 5th, 66.19. So long at 19 on this move up here. Dead easy. Bear in mind my bias, sorry, is longs. I've been looking for 7,000 for be retested, but ultimately it did do. But that was my overall aim. So on the 5th, I closed my 69.33 at 60, and I also closed my 5th at 60 as well. So that was a nice simple day, and that was it. So I'm moving to the 6th. Got a decent retracement. On the 6th I was short at 69.53. So basically we took the slammer into this. Late on in the, well not late on in the afternoon, midday was quite unusual for me not to trade before then. But you can see in all this 8 o'clock chop, I'm not exactly sure when I got in because these aren't time and date stamped. They're just pasted in as I take the trades. Maybe I should put time and date on it, make it a bit easier to do these, but from this month I'm doing them live recordings with the market moving, so it's time and date stamped with the video. So just one less thing to do, you know, as we all do, is enough to do about adding extra information into charts and stuff. But anyway, when we ran that down to 69.02, started to see chop again. In fact, I got out probably on this candle here, the two highest, 69. So I also got out earlier, getting into late on, 4:30, which is late for me, around midnight, or 11, between 11 and midnight. I can never remember British summertime or not, but anyway, so I bailed on here and called it a night, and that had been a decent day. On the 6th, the 9th was the start of things going a little bit pear-shaped. As you can see, I held this and held this and held this, which I do not recommend, but no one is perfect. I've got to show you warts and all, otherwise there's no point. No one wins all the time. So I would have bought in this candle here, this 8 o'clock candle. That's 15-minute chart, isn't it? I'm not sure when I bought, but anyway, bought I did at 85. So probably in this here, expecting not anywhere into 88. But, that's why I need to time and date stamp them anyway. I can look at my accounts, but trying to do that and do this as well, it's not really the point. It's just, this is just to show you what I did and why I did it. So at 68.85, somewhere in here it's got to be highest. 83 plus the spread. It might have been that one anyway, it doesn't matter. Could have been up here. It's irrelevant. It's still a bad trade. I held it for 9 days, which is absolutely ridiculous. So that needs a big red line through it. So do not do this. These aren't too bad. Still, because I think we go over a weekend. But we've come. Bear in mind that I'm in. I'm expecting 7,000 again, and we've dropped back down. I'm still expecting. There's no reason for us to expect a major sell-off. So go to the 11th. I've lost myself now. 9th. So that's still the 9th, isn't it? Yeah. Now we're on 10th. Just confusing trying to talk. Look at this. So I didn't do anything on the 10th. Just been away because I've sold the backside out of that and closed at the 9th. So that's the only reason why. Surprised I didn't get stopped out on the 9th. I'll have a look at that. If I didn't put a stop in, I'd be very surprised. But anyway, I might have made a mistake. No one's perfect. I would have loved to be on that move down. Totally missed all of the 10th, the 11th. Seen that move down, so I'm just along the backside out of this now. And wasn't that successful. It worked out. So 67 11th on with this candle here probably. No, not 8 o'clock, sorry. In this mess here. Yeah, 8 o'clock candle. Long at 11. I didn't take any more trades because I'm still wearing this stupid trade here probably. Or was. That might have been a mistake actually, but anyway, it's irrelevant to the big scheme of things. So that's the only trade I took. You can see chop, chop, chop. Again, you get a decent move. You go into chop mode, and nothing else to do. And we go to 12. So we're coming back up here. Bear in mind, we've come down so many points. This is really not a good month for me. I mean, it's good points wise, but it was a bit of messy trading going on, to say the least, and it gets even messier at the end. But it is what it is. So on the 12th, 67.84. So I've bought in here somewhere. Had to hold. I didn't do anything else on the 12th because I was obviously trades against me. So I just left it in disgust probably. And you see, we went really sideways and we started to come back up. So I was watching it. Obviously, if we'd have carried on going down, I'd have bailed, but obviously wasn't interested in trading. I might have been doing something else. I can't remember. Where are we now? We're back on to 17th. So, sorry, 16th I was long. And this one I'm in 16th. Sorry, bear with me. 16th I was long at 66, 68. So in this bit here probably. somewhere in here anyway. It's obviously 15-minute chart's a bit hard to look at, but yeah. So I took 30 on the 16th and 14 from yesterday, but didn't really counteract this momentum since 20. That's it's probably one of the worst trades I've held for a long time, and I've held some bad ones, trust me, as you will see in other videos and probably later on in this one, if memory serves me right. But they always say you've got to show warts and all. If anyone shows you that they don't lose and how good they are, then take it with a pinch of salt. I lose a lot, I just win a lot as well, and hopefully overall I win more than I lose, but no one's perfect. Well, there's a guy in one of the Trading Wizards book, I'm not sure if it's the first one or the second one, I'm sure he wrote in there that he never lost a trade. So I don't think he said how he never lost a trade, maybe he never placed one, but he wouldn't be in the book, would he? So anyway, I'd love to find out how he never had a losing trade. I might go back and do a bit of research and find out who he was. Anyway, 17th, I'm going long, 68.15, which would have been near the open somewhere, 68.15, so probably in this candle here, yeah, 68.15, might have got in a bit early, down here somewhere, anyway, it doesn't matter. Took it out at 30, so that will do it early, and then reversed up here, got in a bit late. Obviously I was in a bit of scalping mode on here, just to try and get some points in the tin, as they say, and then back 68.12, so got out back down here somewhere. And then because I'm still wanting to get back up, overall my plan, my target is higher, which proved ultimately right, but was a lot of risk. But these two trades then worked out really nice. From 68.13 added at 68.00, bounced off 68.00 perfectly, and that actually worked out really well. Luck plays a part in both ways. Sometimes you have good luck, sometimes you have bad luck, but I was confident that we were going up, and obviously you can see it worked out. On the 18th I closed the next day for plus 146, and again these would have all been tweeted, so you can, well, I say all, 99% of them will have been. I might miss one or two sometimes, but I normally put a note on my trade record if I didn't tweet it, so forgive me if I miss one or two, but overall it's 90+%, if not 98-99%. So exit on 18th, so we didn't do it 17th yet. So 18th, let's get to the start of the 18th. You see we're just going, this is where I start to here we go, sorry, it is difficult to do this retrospectively. 18th, I don't know why I decided to go short 68.80s, so I was shorting up here, which is obviously with hindsight not a good idea, even though it did play out. That's probably, I've added, most people know I like to add. It worked out in the end, but that's probably an example of what not to do. Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed with myself even explaining this, because it's not a good thing, but anyway. I put a note in there in noise, so I'm not profit taking. It did come to work. As you can see here, I backed off on the 19th and the 20th. But I didn't put an exit date on that as well. Put an exit date on it. No, it's unusual, but anyway, it is what it is. I'm still on the 18th. So all these trades against me. 19th. Oh, this was I could swear at this, but anyway, I should have cut them. There's no other way around it. I should have. Surprised I didn't. I don't think that's a mistake. I can go back and check later. But we definitely worked out overall in a month anyway. So again, don't ever let one day get to you. It's an amalgamation of what you do over a month, over a week, over 3 months, or whatever sort of period you want to be accountable for yourself. Anyway, let's get back to this. Where are we now? I'm getting confused. It's easy done. So that's the 19th. It's in the morning. Short 69.80. So shorting up here. Nearly a one-legged man from this high up here. Obviously I was discussing with myself, because well, it worked out well in the end, but I must have held this one as well. So I've shortened up here, 69, 80, and then hold, 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 hold. That's 68, 70. I think I might have made some mistakes in this. In my record, 68, 70. It's just 68, 70s in the area. Third. No, I think that must be a mistake, so we'll disregard that. I don't know what's happened there, sorry. We didn't do anything on the 20th. Let's get to the 22nd. I'll go back and have a look at that one, update sheet. Sometimes it's human error. So 22nd, 20, sorry, 20, there we go. So where's the chart's gone up that high, it's gone off the scale. So what would we do on short? 69, 66. So this is a really bad example of this, but anyway. 68, 70s. So I closed all these. I must have been having a bit of a brain fade up here. 68, 70s. I should just come back down to that at some point, but that was not the best trades. 20th is not worth talking about. I don't know why I took +4 on the 20th. Let's move to the 22nd. Let's just check I've not got the wrong date. 22nd. It was a Sunday, so let's stick that on an overnight. Oh, it says there, Sunday night overnight shorts. Sorry, I've not moved the chart down the spreadsheet now. You can see they all worked out in the end. So I took an overnight on the 22nd, and then I went mad on the 22nd again, and then 23rd. 23rd, 20th. And these are really hard to go. These are really bad, but so I was expecting against that we wouldn't go much above 700. It's worth 60 points of pain. But, I was up already, but hold, and held them for the same until the 27th. So let's scroll across. There we go, all the way down. These have only been small trades. These haven't been anything decent. There's no way they're running that far. And then I actually went bonkers at 68, 62. So we went stop down here, 68. All the way down, 68, 62. And I think that's the most scariest trade I've ever had. But at 7,000, if you read the tweets or some of the early videos, it was a big number. So we did a classic wash and wipe of 7,000, even though we're above it now. It's the first time it had been hit. I can't remember for how long. I remember reading something, I mean, you can go and do your own research about, is it an all-time record high? Could have been, I can't remember. Or for the last X amount of years anyway, so that's why I held and probably crossed my eyes, crossed my toes, crossed my fingers, and probably shut the computer off for a few days. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So all 68, 62 exits on the 27th. So with a big sigh of relief. So I would not say that's a classic example of a good trade. Classic example of sticking to your guns, but I think I got lucky there a little bit. But say 7,000 was key. And then again, all tweeted, so you can go check for yourself. It's 30th, I probably had in a coma. Shorting at 67 again. Not really much on that. It's about 64. It's got 68, 67. I'm adding 69.05. I'm adding, and then when it comes back down again. So let's have a look. 20, yeah, 30th. So I'm shorting. Gets right up to 69.00. So I'm trying to short this, and then I start selling as it, or getting out of my trades when it comes back down here. So sorry, this is a bit messy way of doing these videos, but I'm going to try and do them live from now on. All the tweets are live, as I keep saying, but doing the videos is time consuming. Well, not time consuming, it just means you've got to be sat quiet. It's difficult when my girlfriend's around, she wonders what I'm doing, she's got distractions. So I'll try and do them, and I said do the Twitter at the same time. So, and on the 31st I went absolutely incorrect. But this is not a good example of how to trade. This is, well, the whole end of this month, isn't it? Although we ended up probably my best month ever, but I got looking again for 7,000 level and I got completely. I'm not going to swear, but you can see what happens. So I got my ass well and truly trumped. I had to bail at 68.00. Even I tried longing again at 67, 65. I couldn't get out of it, and I took my points down there. And as it says on the spreadsheet, lesson learnt. And I would say the last 5-6 days was some of my worst trades ever. Although I overall made money. In fact, I think this is my record at the moment, which is, it sounds good, but it's not really, because if it's not for the right reasons, then ultimately you're going to get shafted. And I think that was my biggest ever. Yeah, I think that's 200. Is the final one, but these are the ones I got lucky on. So I had to wear them out paying on them. But I'm not proud of that, but that's overall very lucky. But anyway, it's warts and all, and there's no point doing it otherwise. So I hope you've enjoyed the first part of the video and grimaced at the second part. But it's, as I say, it's not right. But anyway, I'm going to stop the video and get ready for today's session, which is an hour and 15 minutes. Let's just have a look at today's. No, there's no point. You're not going to see this for a while, because it'll take me a while to get it up there. So, well, I'll have a quick look anyway, and then you can always look back or just try and learn something from my lack of theory. So this is live now on an hourly. I've still got, just bear with me a minute, I'll just show you my live spreadsheet for, I've got some, I think I've still got some trades on. Just bear with me a minute. Yeah. These are numbers from where I was yesterday. I hadn't closed these last three, sorry. So I'm long at 64, which is against me, and I'm long at 53, and I'm long at 51. So a big fat zero at the moment from yesterday on that. Only 24 banked. So I'm expecting this to get back to 71.00 with my longer term target, and that would be very nice. So today I'm probably not going to trade that much on the 21st, because I've got 3 longs on already, and this scalper's mode was just basically if I'd have closed at these levels. As the market goes up and down, I tend to just update these minus plus, just to see what my total would be if I bailed. That's just something I tend to do. Again, nothing wrong. I'm going to do. I think I've already done a video on this. Again, I've not posted it, but this has been another good month. Thankfully, I only made one big mistake. Well, not as big as the other ones, 148. But we're only on the 21st now. I haven't updated this chart yet, but this totals. But, it's been a good month, and long may it continue. I do expect higher, and that's what I'm looking for today. If we can bounce off 71.00 again, then that will be good. Anyway, thanks for listening for the last 30 minutes. Sorry about the confusion with the charts. It's not easy, which is why I'm going back to them live. It's so much easier for me, and it'll match the Twitter as well, so you can compare both by both. And obviously the Twitter is just long, short, whereas the video tries to explain a little bit. Anyway, again, sorry for the confusion trying to do everything at once, but hope you got something out of it, and I'll catch you next time.